All right. If you listened to the last episode, you heard my epiphany about telling different style parables to reach different segments of your audience. So I've got an audience of entrepreneurs I'm trying to hit, of both men and women, and so far I've been mostly adept at attracting the female audience, I believe, to the type of stories I've been telling. And so on this episode, I'm going to tell my first calculated story, strategically tailored for the man segment of the audience. Enjoy. Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Mischa Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. All right, so here we go. A man-tailored story to target the male segment of my audience. How amazing is this? Thank you, Russell Brunson and the universe for this insight. But I had this realization as I was walking today and pulled out my Shure MV88 mic because when inspiration strikes, I like to have the best toys to record. Hint, hint, get yourself an Shure MV88 mic. So hold please. Loud skateboarders. Okay, I made it past the relatively loud segment of skateboarders. Where was I? Mantail. To meet the man segment of the audience. So I had this total awesome realization. I was like, this is one thing about me. I love adventure. I love trying new things. I'm a process guy, so I love learning the process, and if I learn the process and I'm still interested after, that's like a win-win, because oftentimes once I have the process mastered, I get bored and walk away. Or not walk away, just go find a new process to master. And so I have been historically a bit of an adrenaline junkie too, and just physically capable enough to really get myself in trouble and acquire scars and stitches. And I realized that as I hit 53, whoa, kids flying by on their bikes, their e-bikes that don't care about walking dads nor stop signs. Oh my gosh, it's a busy intersection. I apologize. Anyhow, I used to, I was the emergency room on Santa Fe Street in Encinitas. They know me by name, right? I've been in there more than a few times to get stitches on my arm, on my head, multiple times. Stitches removed from my cheek one time because I got stitches in freaking in Fiji multiple times. They're like, "Oh, Mischa, what's happening?" And this could be surfing, mountain biking, skiing. I was, skiing a few years ago, and by the grace of God, I didn't hurt myself. But oftentimes when I ski, especially if there's powder, I have this false sense of security of, fluffy, really hard to get hurt. And so I'm skiing. This is in Alta, Utah, which is skier only. And I wish I could remember that face that I was going down, because it's a really good one, full of chutes. And I find this, it's the end of day, untracked chute. It's dumping. Alta is amazing too. And so it's just dumping. And I'm like trying to pick out the line. Keep in mind, I'm 50 years old, right? And I'm not sure if at 50 it's the wisest to be trying to figure out how to learn new chute line techniques, especially when you're by yourself. That's the other thing. I was by myself. And so I'm like, oh yeah, if I turn here, hop this rock here, little air off a cliff, bam, easy peasy, right? And I visualize it, because that's a great thing to do. Anybody who's in sports knows that visualize your turns, and then it's much easier to execute. So I visualize the line, give it a go, and I basically come to after egg beater. I was an egg beater. Anybody who's egg beatered in skiing knows what that is. And one of my skis, and thank God I had the powder cord, so when your ski flies off, and it's a 10-foot fluorescent trailer, so you can find the ski, because it floats above the powder. And so I'm looking everywhere for my ski, and it's like way down the mountain. And I'm like, did I break my back? Did I dislocate a knee? Like, I had a serious moment of concern of like, holy crap, I'm lucky I did not do serious damage. Another time, Mammoth, love skiing Mammoth in California. This is all was all in skiing again the last 5-10 years. Mammoth, skiing by myself again, do a hip check beginning of the year, bunch of snow, do a little launch hip check. Keep in mind, this is 50-year-old man launch hip check, so this is nothing extreme. And I just miss a big, barely covered log with my hip when I did the hip check. And I had the stark realization of God damn it, there I go again, just a little bit of a risk taker, and pushing the envelope after promising myself I won't push the envelope yet again. And hold on, traffic. So I survived that. So fast forward, the last couple of years I have not felt the urge to ski. So last year and coming up on this year, so a year, really last fall and this fall. So the last year and coming into this fall, I'm like, yeah, kind of over it. I'm kind of, I have a hard time not pushing the envelope. I kind of have a hard time just gracefully shushing and enjoying the moment. Gotta push the envelope. And I'm like, gosh, it sure is interesting that the overpowering urge to ski and have that adventure has been quelled. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's because the business side of me is just flourishing right now, and sort of that risky adventure learning process is just, it's in full effect. I'm experiencing it just in a creative aspect of building, an online business. And it's awesome, right? So I'm getting to learn new processes all over the place. And I also see that there's processes to master, but there's plenty of processes waiting in the wings. So that's awesome. And then, a little bit of risk reward. There's some of that intellectual adrenaline happening, financial risk reward, stuff like that. And then it's also serving my need to serve. Being of service is such a big part of my life, my credo, my daily, spiritual routine is based on how can I be of service? What can I bring to the table? And so currently all those things are being satisfied right now. It's like, no wonder I've got no need to prove myself on the ski slope, to prove myself in the hot yoga room, right? To push the envelope physically, to be the most flexible, stiff 50-year-old man. Sold the mountain bikes. You know what else even? I have an e-bike, which I freaking love because it's so fast and you can push the envelope, weave in and out of traffic, and kind of be cool. I'm so letting you into the deeper recesses of what drives me sometimes. Thank you for listening. The need to haul ass on my e-bike has been quelled too. I'm like, what's the common denominator here? Well, one is age, definite maturity, emotional maturity, definite no more need to have stitches, or the risk reward of having stitches is no longer worth the adrenaline shot of whatever I'm doing. What else was I going to say? I don't know. I think you get the picture. But there you go. There's my manly leaning story. And I hope all you men enjoy that, and some of you ladies too. And I don't know. I'm done practicing, trying out my theory, expanding my story repertoire to reach different segments of my audience. Peace out. Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.